Y'all, we hit it off well. The conversation was very pleasant. It was phenomenal. I must say, when we matched and she did her little tricky dance moves at the end, in my mind, I'm like, oh, wait, okay, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in tune with your rhythm, queen, because, yes, you look phenomenal.
Do you believe in God?
Oh, certainly. Yes, ma'am. I'm a God-fearing man. I practice monotheism. I won't tell you what I identify as religion-wise, but we can get to that at a later date and time, if you choose to leave here with me.
Okay. Do you know the Bible says that love is kind?
Yes, certainly.
Are you here for love, or are you here to just insult
I'm trying to create a family,
Okay.
That's what I aspire to do.
2 seconds later.
But I can't let the appearance be the interference. I need to know if your inner beauty matches your physical features, because if it doesn't, we're not going to align. But if you think Esther was finna get some money up out of me, boy, she wasn't finna get a wooden nickel.
Bruh, no freaking way.
Oh yeah, Diddy got a podcast.
Real quick, before we get into the video, let me just say, the young lady in the black dress that we will be talking about in this video, her name is Esther. Since recording this video, I have now spoken with Esther, and her and I have agreed to do a separate episode where she's going to come onto the show and she's going to tell her side. I still want to drop this video, for one, because this is something that he said. I'm not saying that everything he said in this video is true. He could be flat out lying. I don't know. But I do want to still drop this video also because the red flags that I'm going to point out are valid and they're fair. I'm not saying Esther is a bad person. So Esther, if you see this video, I hope that you still, decide to come onto the show. We would love to have you. You're still a beautiful woman. You're still smart. You still have a great future ahead of you. But these are fair assessments that we made in this video. So I just want to put that out there ahead of time. So a few days ago, I made a video reacting to this Pop the Balloon show, Find Love show, that featured this guy who's a licensed plumber who ended up going viral because of how disrespectful and how honest and just blunt he was with the women.
Brianna, 26. My eyes are up here, baby. Are you looking at the tattoo?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms.
Yet he still managed to leave with what many would probably consider the most attractive woman on the show, if not the second most attractive woman on the show. From all the comments and the things that I saw, most men and the reaction videos, most men and women found that the lady in the black and the lady in the pink was the most attractive women on the show. So even after he talked to the women the way he spoke to them, he still happened to leave with her. And I believe another thing that made the clip go viral was not just him and his behavior, but the way in which she carried herself, because she's not just a beautiful woman, but she unapologetically talked about her love for God, how important it is that not only she, but her future husband have a relationship with Jesus Christ, how important it was to her, and how she was looking for a husband and not something superficial.
Do you believe in God?
Oh, certainly. Yes, ma'am. I'm a God-fearing man. I practice monotheism. I won't tell you what I identify as religion-wise, but we can get to that at a later date and time, if you choose to leave here with me.
Okay. Do you know the Bible says that love is kind?
Yes, certainly.
Are you here for love, or are you here to just insult
I'm trying to create a family, That's what I aspire to do.
Well, they end up matching and then leaving the show, and the guy actually just dropped the video and provided us an update on how things went and not going between him and the girl named Esther. And apparently, according to him, this is just one side of the story, she was actually masquerading and pretending to be one way online, but in real life she was something completely different, which is very surprising to me because I'll be the first one to admit I overlooked some of the early red flags that we probably should have noticed early on. Before we get to the video though, I ask, hey, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit the notification bell. I really appreciate it.
Oh, y'all. We hit it off well. The conversation was very pleasant. It was phenomenal. I must say, when we matched and she did her little tricky dance moves at the end, in my mind, I'm like, oh, wait, okay, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in tune with your rhythm, queen, because, yes, you look phenomenal, but I can't let the appearance be the interference. I need to know if your inner beauty matches your physical features, because if it doesn't, you know, we're not gonna align.
First of all, that's already a bar. I'm not gonna let the appearance be the interference. If your inner beauty does not match your physical beauty, then there's nothing else to talk about, right? So that already insinuates to me that once he actually got off the show and actually had more conversations, or maybe went on a date with Esther, he realized that she was a little bit different, or maybe she had a different agenda than what she initially led him to believe, right? One of the early red flags that we probably should have noticed right away is her outfit. When she spoke, when she talked about her values and her interests and the things that she's focused on in life, it was very impressive from a man who's a believer, right? But when you actually look at her outfit, it don't really align with what she says, because she said that she's looking for a husband. She's looking for, you know, a Christian man, and she likes to carry herself in a way in which it communicates to men that she's looking for a husband. But respectfully, yes, sure, she could have wore something more promiscuous. There are more promiscuous outfits out there. But by all means, her dress is not a modest outfit. That's a club dress, bro. It is.
Manifesting what? Lust? We're gonna be lusting over one another, and that's not what I'm looking for. I honestly, truly want to find that woman that is going to give me a family, that I'm gonna come home to work from. And if you are, and I feel this way because I know, you know what type of man I am. I'm big alpha. After you meet me, baby, your eyes, you should not have a wandering eye, because you met the prize. The winning prize is right in front of your eyes. And if you can't see that, you are not for me, baby.
Another red flag that we probably should have noticed on the episode is that when he was talking to another woman down the line, when he mentioned, hey, I can pull out $100K out the bank, baby. Can you do that?
Okay.
But one thing about me, I could pull 100,000 on the bank. Can you do the same?
Get this
yeah,
man
you can't
off
do
camera.
that. You can't do that though, baby.
You should have saw her face. A lot of people didn't notice that. She actually made a face like she was very impressed by that. I think you being mesmerized or that impressed that he can pull out $100,000 and he's openly bragging about that, that's not that's a boastful man, right? Which is not a Christian man even to begin with, when you're boasting about money. I think that was a red flag as well.
And if she ain't acting like that, fellas, y'all gotta disqualify him, man. Stop qualifying the man. And I'm not leading with my money, honey. That is the furthest thing from the case. I'm just letting you know, hey, baby, I got it. But if you think Esther was finna get some money up out of me, boy, she wasn't finna get a wooden nickel. One thing about me is I don't treat women. I court them. You know, it's a big difference in a real way. And I'm gonna court my wife and that queen out there somewhere, baby. If you watching this, hello, my man.
Another red flag that, I mean, we wouldn't have known on the show, but definitely if we would have done just a little bit of research, if you go to her Instagram, and we just got to be real, bro, her Instagram is not that of a woman who is Christian. And listen, nobody's perfect. But if you're going to be out here portraying yourself as this believer and you got a video on your channel talking about showing you get baptized, that's great. But majority of your posts are very suggestive pics. Like, look at this picture right here. Somebody tell me, what about this post is modest? What about this post is Christian-like? What about this post is communicating, I'm looking for a husband. I'm not looking for something superficial, right? Like, let's go to another post. Like, look at this. You're standing on stairs in a club here, right? Look at this picture right here. None of these pictures are communicating Christian modest woman, but she said that that's what she wants. Another thing about this video is that he mentioned that he's not going to lead with his money. So that insinuates to me that for one reason or the other, Esther had him to believe that she was trying to get some money out of him, right? Whether that be paying for a date or whatever it is. If you go to Esther's Instagram, I was talking about that just a few minutes ago. If you go to Esther's Instagram, to me, it seems like she likes high fashion, right? Her cars, her bags, like things that she posts. Another thing is that I learned about on the show is that there's a lot of attention that you get from this, right? There's a lot of clicks and views. A lot of these videos are getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views, which is the amount of attention a lot of these women have never received before. So they're on there with these super high, you know, standards that they probably wouldn't have in real life, but they're having these super high standards. One, it keeps them on the show longer, right? Two, it presents them as this woman of high value, right? But then again, in real life, it don't really align with them. If you go to Esther, she has a YouTube channel apparently. She got like, I think 400 subscribers. But if you go to her Instagram, she's presenting herself as if she's a celebrity, in my opinion. She's doing this get to know me series on her Instagram, because that's where many people are going, which many of them are men, right, who are looking to pursue her. And another thing that's a red flag, I think, in my opinion, about Esther is on that same episode, there's a guy by the name of Ryan that's a light-skinned dude. He was the very first person to come on the show. And a lot of those women turned him down. Esther turned him down because Ryan told another woman on the show that she looked too motherly to him.
She seems motherly to me. Like,
that's a bad thing.
That's why he wasn't interested. She popped her balloon and she told him, even though he's the type that she typically goes for, and in my opinion, I took that for other reasons as well. I took that as light skin with tattoos. Those are the type that she typically go for. She said the reason why she popped her balloon was because she was like, isn't that what you want? Don't you want a woman that's motherly? Right? Like, who presents herself as wife material? And I think what he really meant was that the other lady just looked she looked like she's already a mom. She looks like she's already had children. That's not what he's looking for, right? Not right now in his life. So she was really big on that. But here's the red flag. Now that it didn't work out with this guy, she turned down Ryan. She goes on Instagram and make a post tagging the lady who is the host of the Pop the Balloon show, saying, hey, I want my balloon back. I want another shot with Ryan. What is that about? If that's not about attention seeking, I don't know what is. I think it came down to the amount of attention these women get on these shows, right? Not just from other men, but the attention they're getting from the world, right? Some people can start careers based off the virality of particular videos, right? And I think that's what Esther is doing. And according to this guy, this is just only one side of the story. She was not what she's particularly portraying herself to be. And I have every reason to believe that based on her social media and how she's been carrying herself since, right? Hop in the comment section, give me your thoughts. I just thought this was important to cover because a lot of my videos are geared towards young men who are in the dating field, and I try to give points and tips where I can on how to appropriately approach these relationships with women, and also what red flags to look for. Just because a woman says that she believes in God, look at her actions, right? Because her actions probably align quite opposite of what she's saying, right? Hop in the comment section, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. Until next time. Peace.
Oh yeah, Diddy got a podcast.